My name is Amr Awadallah, and I am the founder and CEO for Vectara. Vectara, what we do is we help enterprises and businesses and governments build AI agents and AI assistants that are enterprise ready. And what we mean by that is three things. Number one, they're accurate. They don't make up stuff. They don't hallucinate, as the saying goes. Number two, they are secure. They don't leak information. And number three, they are explainable. They explain how they come up with their conclusions or their actions, which is required in regulated industries. And it's the only way you can fix things when things go wrong. Many companies and organizations and government departments want to include AI across their business processes, specifically generative AI, the new larger language models that can process and reason about information. They want to include it in their business, but they're afraid of including it because they're concerned about hallucinations, which is the fact that these things sometimes make up stuff, which can be very, very damaging. They're concerned about information leakage, where these things might leak information to the wrong person by using something called a prompt attack, where you force the LLM or the model to tell you something you're not supposed to know. And they're very concerned that they're not able to understand how these AI systems make up conclusions that might be a good conclusion or a bad conclusion, but they want to understand how they came up with that. So that's what we help them solve, with the ultimate goal of helping them be a lot more efficient in terms of how they do their business. So for example, like the US Air Force is one of our customers, and the US Air Force is using us to analyze news feeds coming in from many different languages. Chinese, Arabic, French, Punjabi, Urdu, you name it, many, many languages. The analysts or whoever is working with this news can ask the question in English. The AI will find all the relevant needles in the haystack, assemble them in a good summary, and give back that summary in English, even though the underlying documents were all over the place. That's one example.
That's a great example. It gives you a good idea of the work being done. How would you say your company and that work that you're doing is contributing to a more secure, more innovative, more sustainable future?
In a number of ways. I mean, first, AI and GenAI specifically is one of the key ways that we'll be able to amplify our productivity as a civilization. In the same way that the Industrial Revolution allowed us to generate a lot more stuff because we didn't depend on our hands anymore. Machines could do it way quicker than us. Same thing is happening with our thoughts and with analytical processes. So these newer AI systems, which is ones we provide and others provide as well, allow us to amplify the human abilities. I call it the I know Kung Fu moment. And that comes from the movie The Matrix, where Neo did not know Kung Fu. And within 8 hours, the AI enabled him to be an expert at Kung Fu. And we have the same kind of model. It's not going to be like The Matrix where it goes in your brain. It's going to be an AI assistant with you on your phone or on your computer that's going to help you know about a new domain that you never knew about before and become an expert in it. The most accessible example I can give to people that make them, yes, I know that, I see that, is something like Google Maps. Before Google Maps, most of us did not know how to get from point A to point B. After Google Maps, all of us became experts at getting from point A to point B. And guess what? Under the hood, Google Maps is AI.
What have been some of the key takeaways from OODAcon this year for you?
It was a scary takeaway, actually, to be honest. It was the panel around China and all the work that China is doing across the world to undermine the United States. And I just did not realize how much of that they're doing in terms of trying to control other countries, control the networking and the AI that these other countries have, the communication, the satellites, the cables, and that will become a big impediment for the US in the future. So that was news to me. That was very, very surprising, which doubles the importance of us, really, the industry and government, putting our hands together to be able to counter that in the long term.
Besides scaring you with
yes.
that one panel, what do you feel like is some
the more optimistic thing was
the value and the benefits?
Yes, the more optimistic thing was the theme of the event, which is convergence. Mm-hmm. Is we are now at the beginning of seeing many of these technologies, AI, quantum computing, biotech, satellites, satellite communication, space science, coming together in ways that we have not thought of before. And again, that's very, very important, not just for business, but it's very, very important for military as well. If we don't stay way ahead when it comes to the conversions of these things, then we stand to lose our power in the world.